throwing the slider and then the changeup in there, was able to keep them off guard, steal some strikes with the curveball early in counts. And, but the two seam was the big pitch. That was setting up everything else. So that was the biggest thing.
Look, when I ask this question, I'm not looking for you to say something about the defense, but what is the challenge when the defense allows extra outs in that situation in a tight game?
I mean, it's just, a little bit of extra pressure. I mean, obviously, they're trying their asses off just like I am. So, I mean, you can't fault them there at all, but, it just adds a little bit of pressure. You throw a little bit more pitches, but at the end of the day, you can't fault them for that.
Bryce, are you starting to get a sense of how much of a different pitcher you can do when you pound the zone the way you did today and the last start as well?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Just getting ahead of hitters. First pitch strikes are huge. Hitting the first guy of the inning out is huge, and that starts with the first pitch strike. And just, if I'm in 0-2 and 1-2 counts, it's a lot more beneficial for me and for the team than 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts.
Does bouncing between Indy and here maybe clear that up a little bit, like in a weird way? Like, you got an opportunity, you got to make the most of it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, just obviously like to stay up here all year, but I had some things that I had to work on, and being able to go down and figure that stuff out helped a ton, and kind of figure out who I am as a pitcher and what works best for me helped a lot. And then just being able to come up here and it's like getting another opportunity every single time, and just want to take advantage of it.
You've been on the biggest stage at a very young age in terms of getting a start in the playoffs, that type of thing. What kind of mental toughness is required to you have a rough start in St. Louis? Then you've had two good ones going up and down in between. Mentally, what's that like?
I think it's just a lot of leaning on your just support staff around you. That's the big friends, family, teammates, coaches. That's you can't do it by yourself. Going up and down. And I think doing it a lot in Atlanta kind of helped me get a little better at handling it, and the mental part of it. But yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of leaning on your support system and having the people around you to help you get through that.
Bryce, when you said using your two-seamer more, what did you got? Like, how did you get there? Is that something you feel like you can control more? Is there better action on it? Is that what they're telling you? Like, how did you get to that?
I think it was just early this season. My four-seam analytically is good pitch. And I think I leaned on that just a little bit too much and threw it just a little bit too much, which could at the end of the day help me or allow me to get behind in more counts, because most of the time I throw it at the top of the zone. The two seam is just a pitch that I can throw in, out. As long as it's at the bottom of the zone, it can be effective. And that's what helps me throw a lot more strikes with it.